Hi everyone, welcome to my video. In this video, I hope to teach you some practical basic Korean. Okay, one of the most confusing aspects of foreigners learning Korean is the distinction between formal speech and informal speech. For instance, if you greet someone you've just met, you use informal speech, it can come across as rude. In other words, younger people must use formal speech when addressing older people, and those of lower status must also formal speech with those of a higher status. In Korea, the use of formal speech or informal speech is determined by age and the nature of relationship between individuals. This serves as a way to show respect towards others, which is a significant difference compared to many foreign languages. Of course, this does not mean that Korea has a hierarchical society. This distinction comes from differences in long-standing culture and traditions respecting older people. This respect is not only reflected in language use, but also in actions, such as giving up a seat to elderly people on buses or subways. Okay, at first, I want to teach the usage of Korean conversation. So, for our first lesson today, I would like to talk about greetings. The word 안녕 is the most commonly used greeting in Korea. It means, how are you doing? Or are you doing well? And is used among close friends or with someone younger who knows well. So, it is not appropriate to use with someone older than you or someone you don't know well. The word 안녕 is one of the first greetings that young children learn when they begin to speak. And it varies slightly in intonation depending on the context and the person you are speaking to. For instance, if I'm in a good mood, the tone of saying 안녕 becomes slightly higher, like this. 안녕. On the other hand, in situations where the other person is not in a good mood, the tone is not raised, but is spoken in a lower pitch. 안녕 or 안녕. Usually when greeting teenagers or children, it is spoken in a higher tone, like this. 안녕. 안녕. Also, when using this greeting with teenagers, children, or close friends, people often raise their right or left hand or wave it slightly while saying it. This greeting is one of the informal greetings, but it's very friendly and warm way to say hello. And it is used not only when meeting someone, but also when saying goodbye. Please listen and repeat. 안녕. 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 Next, we'll look at a more formal greeting. 안녕하세요. 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 Okay. The greeting 안녕하세요 is used only when meeting someone, not when saying goodbye. It is also a polite expression used for someone older or of a higher status. And the meaning of the phrase is the same as the casual greeting, 안녕. When adults meet for the first time, even if the other person is younger, they use the greeting 안녕하세요. However, as they become close, the older person may use the more casual greeting 안녕 towards the younger person. Nevertheless, the younger person continues to use 안녕하세요 when addressing someone older or of higher status. However, children or teenagers, when meeting peers for the first time, do not use the greeting 안녕하세요, but instead of the more casual 안녕. When saying 안녕하세요, you slightly bow your head and waist while speaking. In English, phrases like good morning, good afternoon, and good evening are used depending on the time of the day. However, the Korean greeting 안녕하세요 can be used at any time of the day when meeting someone. Please listen and repeat after me. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Slowly. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Normal speed. 안녕하세요. 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 Okay.